everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassandra from Craftably Ever After, and welcome to this lovely 27th of December 2022. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. We were extremely relaxed on this side. As you know, our family live in South Africa. I've also got a brother who lives in the UK. So for the last 3 years, it's actually only been my husband, myself, and our 2 kids for Christmas, or over the Christmas period, which we don't really mind that much. We're very chilled. We normally eat a whole lot. We play a lot of board games and TV games, and it is just such a fun time for us. So we had a fantastic Christmas. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas as well. I hope that you had some lovely family time. If you are also far away from your family, I hope you still had a very, very lovely festive period, and that you are relaxed and that you feel ready for the new year, which is only in a couple of days. Anyway, let me get started. I haven't chatted to you guys in about 2 weeks. It's been a very slow December for me. But as always, I just love talking to you. I love catching up. And I just want to share with you what's been going on the last couple of weeks. Now, as you know, I started the Crochet Society Advent calendar. The squares that you made every day for 24 days. And then on day 25, it's all put together. And although I was behind on my squares for the majority of the time, because I fell sick sort of in the beginning of December, I was almost constantly, up until day 24, I was a square behind. So on the 24th, I did the square for the 23rd and the 24th. I just was so ecstatic that I actually managed to continue with it, because I have what I would call some form of crochet ADD. Like, I am very scatterbrained. I don't like doing the same thing multiple times. That's why I struggle with bigger projects like blankets, because it is just so boring for me that I cannot do that same thing over and over. Although I absolutely love crocheted blankets, I love it. I just cannot sit there and do it, and I think that's why I do Zoomigurumi, because it's such a quick fix. You know, I can sit down, crochet, and I've got something to show for it within a very short amount of time. But anyway, I did do the Advent calendar for Crochet Society. It was very exciting to start with, and then at one point you start repeating squares, and that, friends, was the challenging part for me. Because if I knew what that square was like, and I didn't like it to start with, having to do a second one of it. But I pushed through and I completed my blanket. Now, those of you who are following me on Instagram, you would have seen my blanket already, but I'm going to show you what it looked like. Now, it is teeny tiny. So it's not a blanket that I would actually use in my everyday life. I actually told my parents that I might just pack this away and keep it for one day far, far in the future when I have a grandchild, because this is the perfect size for a cot or something, but it's not a usable blanket for an adult. It's beautiful. I absolutely love it. I'm extremely proud that I finished it, but it's not usable. So let me show you. I'm gonna just scoot back a bit. So they did give you a guide on how you can put your squares together, or like a guide of how they arrange their colors, but you can do it, of course, any way that you liked. And I did it with the colorful parts in the middle, and then sort of bordered by the browns. So you can't see it. It's not massive, like I said. Maybe you can, because it's so small, it would probably fit into the frame of my phone's camera. There you go. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway. So I was very proud of completing this square. Now, from what I've seen, obviously one of the patterns, this specific one, varies if you followed the written pattern or if you followed the tutorial. Now I followed the video tutorials on all of the squares, so my square does look different, or many people's squares look different to each other. Also at one point I don't know if I got my main color or my contrasting color wrong, but some of my squares, my colors are swapped, and I thought I was actually really good about keeping track of what was contrast, what was main. I don't know. I still love how it turned out. Let me just show you my favorite square. And this is one that I might use on a blanket. It was like a star. Now, of course, I can't find it. Ah, it's this one. I absolutely love this star-shaped square. So this one of my favorites. I could have done many more of that one. I also, and as I mentioned in my previous video, I really liked just this plain textured one. This one was also a favorite. But there you go, a blanket. Now, strangely enough, friends, those of you who've been following me for a while, it's no secret that I don't like making blankets, and I actually just mentioned it sort of at the start of this video. But I want to show you some of the gifts I got for Christmas, and in one of them is this blanket that I just find so absolutely bonkers that I might have to try it. Now, let me just first show you the books that I got as part of my Christmas gift. So I got Zoomigurumi favorites, some very adorable patterns. In this one, you all know this book. Many of you have got the Zoomigurumi books, and many of you would know about the Zoomigurumi favorites. So this is one of the books that I'm excited to make something from. Then I've got this modern crochet style, because you guys, for 2023, now I'm planning to do some sort of a goals video, and I'll chat about that in just a few moments. But two of the books I got were non-amigurumi. I know, it's amazing. Can you believe it? So for an amigurumi person like myself, it is quite a big step to have books or to want books that has not got a single amigurumi in them. Now let me just show you this one. It's got some cute patterns, like it's got this like cute scrunchies. It's got all sorts of random, it's got this gingham bag that I really like. It has got all different sorts of things you can do for the home. Now this book, I'm not sure how many things I would actually make from this specific one, although there's a very cute crocheted Christmas stocking that I really like. The next book I'm going to show you is the one that I just, when I opened it and paged through it, I absolutely loved the majority of projects that's in there, and it is called Crochet Home. Now this is the book, friends, that's got that weird blanket in it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now for many of you it might not be that weird, but let me show you the square that it uses. So it's a granny square, like a half and half granny square. Now what I love about it is that it's completely white, or like a completely solid color on the one side, and then this wonderful mixed striped granny on the other side. Now the blanket they did with it, and this, every time I see this picture, you guys, it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. Look at this. Now you isn't it crazy? Like, it looks like this should be the square, but it's not. This little one is the square. Isn't it fantastic? I've never seen anything like it. Like, it feels like I'm looking into those kaleidoscopes. You know, Most of us who are slightly older, you would remember this. It's that round thing. I don't know, you probably still get it. That you would look through and you would turn it and like it would change colors in like at the end. It looks like that. I want to make this blanket. Is it not fantastic? I never thought I would actually want to make a blanket, but this thing is just so bonkers. I love it. It would drive me insane looking at it. Like I wouldn't know where to look, but I want to do it. And then they've got all sorts of lovely, look at this cute throw, like a little circle thing. And she's got, I don't know, pillows and round things. And this book is amazing. I love it. I mean, this is a pillow. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. But the name of the book is Crochet Home by Emma Lamb. I can't recall if this was the one. One of them is in UK terms. I wonder if it's this one. Let me just have a quick look. Yes, I think it's this one. Treble. Yeah, it's this one. This one is written in, looks like UK crochet terms. So just make sure that if you ever get your hands on this book. Now look at this. She's got like pot holder patterns and doilies and all sorts of fantastic things for the home. Look at this. Oh my word, I'm going to make this one. I don't know what I would use it for, but it is absolutely amazing. So this is part of what I want to do for next year. But as I said, I would talk more about it in my goals video because I do want to, look, Zoomigurumi is forever going to be my main love in life. But I think for 2023, I want to try, at the very least, not necessarily, maybe I won't even get to that blanket, but just do something else in between. Because it is fun. Not all of you lovely folks out there are Zoomigurumi makers. You love crochet just as much as I do. But we all do different things. And I would sort of like to see, I mean, there's so many things out there to crochet. To limit myself to only toys would be a crime. So, friends, that's going to be one of the goals, which I will chat to you about more. Now, yesterday, I watched the video of my very good friend Caroline over at For the Love of Crochet. And this morning, I watched Kelly over at Crochet More for Life. And many, many other people are doing like keeping track of the projects they do. They've got little books, they've got journals. They keep track of everything they make throughout the year. And I have been really, really bad at doing that this year. I started out, when I started the channel back in January, I like took notes, I made notes, I just wrote everything down, and that lasted all of 3 months. Then I don't know what I made for the rest of the year. So if I want to see what I made, I've got to watch my own YouTube videos. The problem is not everything I made actually made it into the YouTube video. So there's a lot of things that I made on the side that I'd since given away, used as gifts, when the kids had sales or fundraisers at school. And I just have no log or track of any of that at all. So this year, I also want to start with some sort of a notebook. But you guys, I bought on Amazon the most impractical journal that is so fantastic. Now, okay, I'm now going on a different tangent quickly. I've been watching Jeanette over at Crafty Clegs Creations. I love her channel. She always has extremely long podcasts, which I just love listening to, but she does junk journaling. So she, I think a couple of months back, started doing junk journaling, and I absolutely love the look of a junk journal. The problem is I don't know how you use that thing. I mean, is it just a bunch of very nice papers stuck together in a journal, or do you actually use it for something? I can't get to what the purpose of a junk journal is. Is it just a fantastic looking book, or can you write in it? I don't know. Maybe I must find some more YouTube videos on it. But anyway, so this very impractical journal that I bought to keep track of my projects, it's going to be sort of a mix between a regular journal or a notebook. It's going to be partly a junk journal. It's going to be partly a scrapbook. As soon as I get that thing in the post, and hopefully it'll be by the time I do my 1 January goals video, I will show you guys what I got, because you will love it. But you will tell me, Cassandra, you're crazy. You cannot do anything with that book. And I know it. I know you can't properly keep track of anything in that book. But anyway, I will share with you guys as soon as I get it. But that's one of the things I want to do, because so many people have got these lovely books that they keep track of all their projects. They put photos in. So that's something I want to do as well, apart from everything else. Like I said, I'm now halfway through a goals video already, sounds like. But I'm going to try and do a 1 January video, which happens to be my 1-year anniversary on YouTube as well. So let's see. I don't know. I'm going to have to think for the next few days. What is it that I want to do next year with my crochet, with my cross stitch, with my sewing? Where am I heading? What do I want to do? How do I want to incorporate what I'm doing on the channel? How do I want to share it with you guys? I've got some collabs planned, but that is definitely something I'm only chatting to you about on the goals video. So be prepared for an epic collab, friends, where you are going to be a part of it. All right, last thing, because I'm now talking all sorts of random things. The last thing, now apologies if my face all of a sudden went blue. Right behind where my camera is my son's monitor for his PlayStation games. And I sort of kicked him out of his room to quickly chat to you guys. But he was in the middle of playing a game. Now, all of a sudden, his screen went to a screensaver and it's completely blue. So I'm not all of a sudden starting to freeze. There's no cold air coming in and I'm starting to turn blue from the cold. It is just my son's screen in his room. Because I kicked him out. I said, please, I need to chat to you guys for just a few minutes. I miss you all. All right, last but not least. This, friends, is Buddy Bear 2.0. Now, I originally spoke about Buddy 2.0 back in October when I did a video about Halloween patterns, and I showed you the updated version of Buddy. I mentioned that I would be putting him in a pattern, which obviously for months and months and months I didn't do. It's one very easy step that I had to put down onto paper. A few of you have reached out to me. I've given you the instructions on either it was Instagram or email or wherever, and I thought this is just ridiculous. Let me just put that one extra step, which is just adding separate ears, because the body is Buddy Bunny, so it's the bunny body because it closes at the top. The original Buddy Bear has sort of a straight edge top, and then you crochet the ears as part of the head. There's no attaching it separately. So literally the only thing I had to do was write the directions for the ears. And really, that took me 4 months to do. So there you go. Buddy Bear 2.0 is on the blog, and I will link the blog down below where you can download the pattern for free. So there you have it. Finally, one of the many things that I promised you guys during this year, which eventually made it. There's many, many more things that's coming that was supposed to already have been done. But let's chat about that in the goals video. So that's it, friends. I hope you had a fantastic festive period. Let me know what you did. Let me know if any of you got any interesting crafty gifts for Christmas. Either got them from someone, bought them for yourself, whatever the case may be. I'm always looking for something interesting, something different, something that I hadn't seen before. And we are here to share ideas. So let me know anything interesting that you guys received as a gift. That's absolutely fantastic, that you would love for all of us to know about. I, for one, would love to know about it. So pop some comments down below. All right, you guys, hopefully I will see you again on the 1st of January, ready for 2023. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay creative, stay safe, and I will talk to you again very soon.